I'm Ash.
And I'm Fatima.
And we're on time for
Okay, this is
Fatash.
Fatash.
What, can you let me do my intro? Damn.
You added some stuff and it threw
I
me off. I didn't
did.
like
Can I
it.
not give the show some Fataz? For Fataz?
No.
Anyway,
Fuck you
not
too.
me trying to bring some levity. Shit. Goddamn. Well, your camera's looking great this week.
What do you mean?
You look very high quality this week.
Do I? Because
camera
also
quality.
I wore the wrong shirt and now I'm see-through.
Somewhat. But
yeah.
Quality is looking good.
It's
I mean, you could just take your
camera.
shirt off and no one would see you from like the neck down.
Yeah, but then they'd see like my bra and they'd see like my skin and they'd see
Okay, well,
like
we can
like
see your
all
skin.
of this.
We can see the skin of your face. And your bra looks like it's probably like a workout bra anyway, so it's giving you tank top.
Yeah.
You'd be fine, is what I'm saying. Like the way your camera's positioned, you wouldn't even see cleavage.
Also, like
it's up to you. Whatever you feel comfortable with. It seems like
I'm not gonna take off my clothes. I'm not gonna take off my clothes.
Listen, this is coming from someone who is literally butt naked behind the camera and uses a
but we don't see you. We don't see you.
Yeah. You see my avatar's belly though, and occasionally my legs. So you know, equal opportunity nudity over here. Anywho, how was your week?
It was interesting. My parents are back from Mexico.
Oh yes, I forgot they were. Well, I thought.
Well, you didn't know. You didn't know because I never tell people when the parents are out of town. I don't tell people.
As you shouldn't. Someone could kidnap you and your grown ass brother.
Well, no, I also like my mom taught me that when I was like small. I don't tell people where I'm going. I don't tell people
how long you're gonna be gone.
How long I'm gonna be gone. And I definitely do not post pictures when I'm like gone somewhere. I'll tell you when I come back that I went somewhere, but I won't tell you that I'm going or that I'm gone.
At least not publicly.
Yeah.
Like I'll tell those who need to know. Like the like the Blurred Dot crew, I let them know when I'm traveling, just in case that interferes with filming. Yeah. But yeah, I'll be posting stuff
online. That's strange. The internet? I would never tell the internet.
Sometimes I'll post things just so spread out you don't even know. Like I might post a picture when I landed, and then like 5 days later post another pic, and you think I'm still there, but no, I've been home for like a week.
Influencers take one vacation and spread that shit out all year.
As they should. Like,
and then also tell you that they went to other locations, and it's
just the same beach. Same beach. Yeah, my sister's the same. She be traveling all the time, and I'm like, when was she there? When did she work? But you got to keep people guessing. Try to keep the location off of pictures if you can. But
is there a way to do that? Because I know like there's metadata that can give your ass away.
Yeah, metadata, the geolocation type stuff. I think it's especially prevalent on like Facebook. I'm not sure how you would do it on Instagram, but yeah,
that's how the influencers get busted with the metadata that shows like, no, you're not in Spain now. You're still just in Mexico.
Yeah. You know, but then they can be like, well, I'm posting a picture. I'm posting a picture remembering my time in Mexico. I'm just saying I'm in Spain now.
No. No, they straight up lie and say like, oh, I'm in Spain.
Either way. Some Carmen Sandiego type shit.
Right.
But yeah.
Did you hear about that one influencer who got busted? So like a lot of these influencers, like they're not as successful as they look. They just are going into like massive credit card debt. and or they do things such as like buy them and then return them. So like that's something I was explaining to my brother. He was like looking for a new Mac, and he was like, I don't know about this open box thing. And I was like honestly, I talked to one of the people at the Apple store, and they were saying like sometimes those open box things are literally somebody who filmed an unboxing of an expensive computer and then box that shit right back up.
And, yeah. Sometimes open box is literally open the box, saw, I don't like this color, and give it back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they gotta knock some money off to get to sell it to you. But no, there was this influencer who got busted for shoplifting. Like she was just
I saw that. Like she would do like shit. She was doing like Target hauls, and she was just stealing shit from Target.
It really was a haul. She hauled it all.
That is so dumb. Because like I'm so tired of like the TikToks that are now commercials that come on my YouTube, but whatever, get your money. But they'll basically be like in stores and just showing you the shit that's on the shelves at the store. Like you could just do that. Like, oh my gosh, look what I just found at Five Below. You could just do that. And just keep it on the shelf. Just show off. Look what's at the store, and then go home. You ain't gotta buy it if you don't want it or steal it. I tell you, people are just. I don't understand some people. A whole lot of trying to get rich quick schemes and trying to look rich, and it's like, nah, it's not that serious.
All right, so okay, so I've been following the Luigi story. That's
yes.
Oh, that's
Luigi Mangione.
Interest. Yeah, that's.
Well, let me just say up front though, before we get to like the nitty gritty, a little slight nitpick I have with one of many nitpicks I have with the media. We've heard his last name pronounced by his family as being Mangione. But the media keeps calling him Mangione.
Well, like there are certain pockets of the media that keep calling Kamala.
It's so annoying. But what really got on my nerves, like, first of all, like, just knowing the context of people's names and like the origins, when I saw the name, something already told me, like, I'm pretty sure that last E is not pronounced like an E.
Oh, yeah.
But then they were talking about like his family and like how influential his family is in Maryland and how he has an uncle that's on the Senate. And then they showed, or not a Senate, somewhere in politics. And his uncle said his name. He said Mangione. And then immediately cut back to one of the talking heads at CNN to say Mangione. The ignorance. But on to more pressing matters. Luigi himself.
Okay, so don't judge me. I'm still on Twitter. Oh. I have not made
free yourself
over to Blue Sky, but I remember like when that first picture of him smiling was posted, and somebody said, "Oh, goddamn, this horny ass app! This horny ass app is cooked." Yeah. And then all the comments below were like, I'm hosting a lookalike contest tonight.
Wasn't it
in my bedroom?
Wasn't that the one where I can't, because there were like two pictures of him. Like they found good pictures of him, I will say. Like one he was like topless on a mountain or something.
Well, before he got busted, like when it was just like the smile, like the smile
when he took his mask down.
Yeah, that was enough. That's all we needed.
That, and then when they showed him hiking topless, I was like,
once they showed his actual face, like better pictures of him once he was busted. Yeah.
I was like, nobody cares about the CEO being killed. Unfortunately, sorrows, prayers, F's in the chats, all that for the family, because that is a life gone for that family. But taking the humanity out and just seeing the CEO for what they stood for, people do not care. They're even, I heard a story about a woman who was on the phone with like her insurance provider, like Blue Cross Blue Shield or something, and they had denied her claim for something, and she used the term deny, delay, deposed, or whatever, and that put her on an FBI watch list.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, bruh, that's crazy. So she actually did get arrested. She's out on like $100,000 bond and on house arrest.
That's criminal. That's criminal. Mm-hmm. That
Mike says that probably put me on a list. I'm just reporting what I heard. I ain't said it's no insurance provider. I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. I don't use it. I just have the.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of these insurance companies, like you're saying, like I don't use it. Yeah, you don't use it because you can't, because it's impossible to navigate. I take it back.
I think the only way I'm using it is like, I think I get a slight discount in my therapy sessions, but I'm still paying for it out of my HSA. So there's that. But yeah, this has been an interesting. It always interests me what the last big news thing is of a year. It's like we get into December, I'm like, surely nothing crazy can happen before January, and then something happens.
So. It's about to be a wild ride because of who we elected. I don't think. I think it's going to be nonstop chaos for a while. And when I say a while, I mean some years. How many years? I don't know.
4.
I wouldn't even put it at 4 because
I said at least minimum. Well, granted, nothing happens to him. At least 4.
I mean, his health and human services pick is trying to bring back polio. Like he wants to see kids in wheelchairs and iron lungs again. Like, what the hell?
And then folks wonder why folks ain't having more kids. I mean, there are still people out here brave enough to still have kids in this climate, but like not at the rate that they were back when these old heads were in their prime. Like when you could raise a family in a house with a mortgage working at McDonald's.
Oh, how about the dude? Oh, speaking of McDonald's.
Oh, the snitches and tuna.
Yeah. The rats. Okay. Mm-hmm. How about they're now saying like he, she, they might not even get any reward money because
they called the police and not the hotline.
That's number 1. Number 2, neither the FBI nor like the NYPD, neither of them say like this is how much money you'll get. They say up to. So it's up to 10,000, up to 50. They don't tell you like how much it could be lesser than. And also like you need all sorts of boards and stuff to get that money approved to be able to give it away to reward. So like there's all these loopholes as to why even if you snitch, you might not get the reward money.
Yeah. Like, I figured there's going to be a whole lot of red tape and shit, especially if the FBI posted. It's different if the family themselves are like, we have a fund specifically set up for this situation and we release the funds to whoever we bequeath it to on a contract type basis. But anytime your money has to go through the government, you already know it's gonna be some shit. It takes how long just to get our tax refund? That shit gets deposited out your shit within 1 to 2 business days, I'll tell you that much. But you actually getting your money back 2 weeks, maybe a month. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Or I'll put it this way, it's not worth it thinking you're gonna get money out of it. If it moves you to report somebody, a mass killer out there type thing, report it because it's the right thing to do. But don't expect that you are going to get that money. That's how you should be moving. Don't expect to get that money. And now look at you. You ain't got no money. And now you're persona non grata for most of America.
Yeah.
You're lucky nobody knows what you look like. Though I'm sure there are folks out there who probably know what you look like. Like there's folks out there.
Yeah, but like imagine being that person's coworker. Like people gonna be looking funny at that whole McDonald's.
Business.
Everyone should quit.
I heard folks are already posting reviews saying the kitchen is full of rats.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an interesting time. They're putting out wanted posters for high paid CEOs. I don't know if it's exclusively to health insurance, but those folks' pictures are on wanted posters. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's unfortunate, especially when I keep hearing stories of like other countries and their health insurance and how Americans abroad will get hurt and they're like, don't call an ambulance, and like native people there are like, what is their problem? It's just the ambulance. Let's get in the car, only to find out, between ambulance and whatever kind of surgery or whatever they needed, it was only like maybe $50. So sad.
Yeah. Jeez.
Well.
So, what have you been checking out this week?
Well, I'll talk about this on Blurred Dot as well. I watched 2 shows out of the 3 that's been recommended to me. Creature Commandos on Max, Secret Level on Amazon, and I haven't watched Invincible Girl yet. That's Mike's like PSA every week is to watch it.
Invincible Girl?
Yeah, Invincible Fight Girl. It's about this black girl who's supposed to be an accountant, but she wants to be a wrestler. So she just be beating niggas up. It's a cartoon.
Okay.
And Mike likes it, so I think there's some validity to like Mike actually saying he likes something, because he doesn't say that too often. He's usually kind of indifferent to a lot of things that's not like hip-hop related. Like that boy, his entire library might as well just be hip-hop biographies, which I find very interesting. But Creature Commandos is a new animated show on Max by James Gunn. It's okay. It's not bad. There's 3 episodes out now. It's fine. I'll probably binge the next couple. Well, not binge, but like I'm not necessarily watching it every week. It's not really on my radar like that. And then Secret Level. Did you ever watch Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix?
No.
Oh, that's a good series. Okay, so I think there's at least 2 seasons of Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix. And Secret Level is similar in the sense that it's an anthology series, generally animated anthology series based around a theme. So Love, Death, and Robots are usually going to be sci-fi related short stories around love, death, and or robots. Secret Level is about different game franchises over the years, and it'll be like a short story based within the world or the concept of that game. So you have an episode that's based on Dungeons and Dragons. There's another episode that's based on Pac-Man, but it's like a horror reinterpretation of it that was really cool.
Is it from the perspective of the ghost?
No, it's it's from the perspective of like Pac-Man, quote unquote, and who we know as the swordsman. So like it opens up with this kind of like alien looking dude coming out of a pod and this gold sphere just pretty much showing him the way, being like, you have to eat or be eaten to get out of the labyrinth. And it's just following
just let me
him.
die then. Fuck that.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Only because I'm such a picky eater. It's just kind of like, ooh, I just got to eat any old thing.
Yeah, but it was cool. It was so... Because there's been Pac-Man games throughout the years that weren't just like the orb just chomping on beads in 2D space and 16-bit.
I always liked Mrs. Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, just put a bow on it and make it different.
Yeah, I know like feminists get all upset about like pink marketing, like you make it pink and you increase the price, and then you just say like it's for women.
The pink tax.
Yeah, that shit gets me every time. Because I got.
But it works sometimes.
I got Barbified when I was a child. Yeah, that gets me every time. I still do like the color pink. And if you show me 2 razors and you make one pink and increase the price, my brain will automatically say that one's for me. Like it's bad.
It works on men too.
It's just know better. I do know better. I just don't do any better.
See, I'm ruled by being cheap or frugal. So I'm going to pick the black and gray razor because it's $2 a bag versus $4, just because it's pink. I'm gonna do that,
and that's good for you. You are smart.
Yeah. Plus, I had like a huge aversion to pink as a kid.
Really? You didn't?
Yeah.
How did pink not get you? Like,
because my mom forced me to wear it all the damn time.
Oh, well, my mom forced me to wear, well, it wasn't really forced. She said, put on this pink dress, and I was like, does it have bells? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, yes, bells and bows.
Well, everyone is different. My sister's very much a girly girl. Not so much. And I think only because
earlier in the summer I bought this hat. Like, you could just, like, I could just, like, if you just like reach for something in here, it's pink or red.
Yeah, I like hot pink. Hot pink can be cool. I mean, shoot, part of my outfit is pink. I have like a very pink, girly, shoujo anime looking outfit in my closet now, and pink combat boots with wings because I thought it was cool. But I cannot deny that when I wear it, I feel a little weird. It's like too much pink. I'm like, I need some black to break up all the pink. Like, I like the combination of feminine and masculinity. I like when I can combine those two aesthetics together. I don't like it ever being overly masculine or overly feminine on myself.
Will pink make it feminine? Because, like, remember when Kanye was wearing pink shirts?
Well, again, going back to that idea of like pink is for girls, it's like it all depends on how the pink is being used. So like I said, this particular outfit, first of all,
like I met a guy once and he was wearing, like, he was in a suit and like the shirt was pink and I believe the tie was purple, and I was just like in love. Like,
yeah, no, like I said, I like when it's a combination of feminine and masculine. So you have the typically quote unquote feminine color of pink, but it's on something more masculine. So like my pink combat boots, you normally wouldn't see combat boots in pink, but these are pink with little Cupid like angel wings on them. I thought that was such a cool combination of femininity and tomboyishness. So I love those boots. I usually will wear them as like my statement piece. That might be like the one piece of pink I'm wearing, and pink will be accented somewhere else. But like full blown pink, I have a pink skirt with the pink boots with the white knee highs with a little bit of pink in there. Is like, this is a cute outfit. It just feels weird on me. personally. But anyway, my mom had me wearing a lot of pink as a kid, and oftentimes pink was in outfits that I could not get dirty. So I couldn't play. I couldn't do a whole lot of stuff that I wanted to do. And so that just got transcribed as pink is restrictive.
Oh, well, my mother always knew that I would get dirty. Like, she just put me in anything she wanted me to be in, and then I'd go climb a tree. So,
yeah. But, you know, everybody
she
relates
just
to
knew
things.
to accept it.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, I've slowly integrated pink back in. I'm just not pinked out. I don't care if Janelle Monáe does make a song about it. Pink, like the
yeah, that was about
pink. Yeah, we know what it's about. It's a bop.
And those pants. I would buy those pants.
Those vagina pants. Oh my gosh, she wore them on tour too. Every time she does that song, she pulls those pants.
Can
out.
you buy those for real? I would love to buy some, but I don't want to ruin my Google search by searching for
pussy pants.
Yeah,
I'll do it. Who cares? My search is lost. Has seen worse. Pussy pants, but I'm also gonna put Janelle Monáe just so they know I'm not just looking for like pants with the pussy cut out.
Like Amanda Seales, she was in this one like web show like a long time ago, and she was wearing like these leggings that had like Africa on it, like just the continent shape of Africa, and Africa was black, and the pants were like a mustard yellow, and then like she was sitting on the subway and somebody like leaned on her too hard and she was like, "Get off my Africas!" And then I was like, I want some African leggings. I couldn't find them though. I found all types of knockoff stuff that looked like Temu.
Honestly, it's like, probably on like Temu.
Oh, but I don't want Temu. I can't wear any of that shit.
I'll just send you this BBC link. It's the creator, the designer behind those pants. I mean, you could also just type in like vagina pants, maybe.
Oh.
But here, I'm gonna send you the link so you can watch that later.
Okay. Okay. Oh! I did want to report that I did get to the end of the Heartbreak Keg.
What did you think?
Oh my god, that man is a fucking psychopath. Okay, so I had left off at like the middle of the movie, and he was still cheating on his wife, like with reckless abandon. Got to the scene where they were at dinner, and he was explaining to her family, like, I'm real serious about your daughter, but also I'm on my honeymoon right now.
The audacity.
He broke up. Well, yeah, broke up, I guess, with his wife in a busy like restaurant. And he was like trying to tell her, and somehow something about the way that he phrased it, she thought that he was dying, and then he said real loud, like, "No, Jesus Christ, I'm not dying, I'm leaving you." And then you can see like everyone turn around like, "Oh my god." Oh no, he's not leaving. He said, I want out of this marriage.
I mean, it sounds like they weren't married that long, so they can definitely just get an annulment.
Yeah. When he went to go get like the annulment or divorce or whatever it was at like the attorney, he was like really like rushy, like, yeah, just give her whatever she wants, blah blah blah, I don't care. He was like, I'm off to see this new chick. Let me know if you want me to send you an invitation to the wedding.
Some people just in love with being in love.
And then he did like drive up to Minnesota and show up unannounced. Like he had not been in contact with the girl or anything. Because remember in the scene where they were showing the dinner, like she was like real dead-eyed, like whatever. he showed up at her house unannounced. The daddy, because I think he had asked her. He had asked her like where she stays and blah blah blah. But like also like the daddy was rich and like pillar of the community.
Yeah.
You just look that up in the phone book.
Yeah, back in the day.
So shows up, the daddy's like, get the hell away from my house. Don't ever come back here. So then he goes to her university and is hiding behind like bushes and trees and shit. And I'm like, you are stalking. And just running up to her while she's like in between classes, like with her friends and shit.
That's scary.
Yeah.
You met this man a couple months ago on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
He breaks up his own marriage, stalks you to your home state, your front door, and your college campus.
Yes.
After just knowing him for like a weekend.
Mm-hmm. It was a few days. Yeah. So
that is insane.
So,
but this is clearly a pattern for him because, like, he seems all like gung-ho.
He also remember that first wife? He also like got married to her real quick.
Exactly. It's like he falls fast in those first couple days and then marries you,
and then immediately right after he marries you, he hates your ass.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff he don't like about you because nigga, you just met her a week ago. You don't know what she's like when she's sick. You don't know what she's like when she's mad. You don't know what kind of house she keeps, what her hygiene is. You don't know none of that. But you married her anyway. Same with this college girl. You only met her while she's having fun.
Mm-hmm.
How is she
on vacation? And she was all dead-eyed and unenthusiastic, like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, she was uninterested then. What do you think you're gonna be later? Like I saw when I read the wiki that he had a boyfriend. Like,
oh yeah, he chased away the boyfriend.
Like,
he lied. He pretended to be like some kind of like narcotics officer or whatever to scare them.
This man is insane. Like, again, just explaining why she was so unbothered. I'm like, first of all, she's a beautiful, rich white girl. So already she's gonna be unbothered by much. But also she probably already got a man, if not a rotation.
Yeah.
And I was right.
Yeah, you were right. But he won her over, convinced her, and then also like had her on her knees, like begging her daddy, like, Daddy, can you please give him a chance? Like, let's have him over for dinner. And then after like had him over for dinner, he was making he was like, he was trying so hard to make a good impression, but it really wasn't landing. At least not.
He already made
at least not with the daddy. The mama was just eating it up. I don't know what the fuck wrong with her. But then he like the daddy asked him into his office. And he was like, what do you want? And like, dude was like, I want to marry your daughter. And he was like, how much? Like, how much money do I have to give you for you to get the fuck on? Offered him
what is this, a Korean drama now?
It turned into, this is a 1970s Korean drama. Maybe these white folks did it first. I don't know. But because I don't know of any dramas that are like older than this movie. But like kind of like Bruce Leroy was the first one to go Super Saiyan. Just saying.
Yeah, true. He did.
He offered the money. He kept raising the ante, and dude was like, nope. I want to marry your daughter.
Take the money and marry her.
Cut two. He's marrying the daughter. He married her. And the minute he married her, she couldn't even find him at the reception because he was just looking around like, oh, what the fuck did I do? Like he's repeating the cycle of like, shit. No.
Man.
And that
when I read
the
how
heartbreak
When I read how it ended, though, with the
what
wedding,
did it say? What did it say?
well, just the way it described it, of like it ends with him actually marrying this rich girl. No other mention of what happened to his first wife, and he's just like pathetic. Like he's like talking to kids at the wedding.
Yep,
like
he was
everybody else
talking to
is
kids,
ignoring him.
Yep. And he
like
was ignoring his wife. She was like looking for him in the reception. They were not like together. Like,
I don't. Back in the day, this was like a really popular movie. Like it was applauded as like, oh, this is funny. This is a great commentary.
Apparently, it's a black comedy. It's a
different times.
Dark.
Oh yeah, it's definitely described as a black comedy.
Yeah,
But yeah, different times.
And I saw like the trailer for the remake, and I hated it. Absolutely hated it, because the trailer for the remake makes it look like there's something really, really wrong with the first wife, and then like the second wife is just perfect or whatever. And that was not like the intention of the original at all. The intention of the original seems like this is a man who is getting married for like social clout or whatever reason, you know, whatever reason that the marriage is going to benefit him. But as soon as he gets married, he is unhappy. He is unhappy with the woman. He really shouldn't be marrying anybody. He needs to just sit the fuck down and try to figure himself out.
Ain't that most people? Like, have you been watching The Ultimatum on Netflix?
No.
I don't either, but I watch other people who watch it and have their own commentary on it. It's faster and it's funnier for me. These people who bring their partners on a show because one of them wants to get married and the other one don't. And so the concept is you go into a quote unquote fake marriage with another person from another couple. Then you do a quote unquote fake marriage with your own partner. And then at the end of it all, you decide, are y'all going to get married? Are you going to leave with somebody else that was also at the experiment? Or are you going to leave single?
You're probably going to leave single. I mean,
a lot of them do. I don't like that they call it a trial marriage, because it's not a trial marriage. You're just living with somebody for like 3 weeks. Like, when I think marriage, I think splitting the bills, dividing up time between your families, discussing having kids, home chores. Like, there's a lot of shit that goes into maintaining a marriage in a household, and 3 weeks on vacation somewhere ain't it. Let alone with somebody who does not know all of your history, all of your baggage. Like, y'all are generally coming in baggage free, just, oh, this is a new person, like, this is fun, da-da-da-da. Like, I just don't feel like it's a fair shake at what marriage could be in that short time.
Yeah, but also, like, in a marriage you wouldn't have a whole bunch of cameras, hopefully.
Yeah. But I do see the validity in swapping partners just to see what your traits may be that follows you into how you are as a partner yourself, which some of these couples are doing. Like, as they're partnered with someone else in their quote unquote trial marriage, they are kind of deep diving into what the flaws might have been in their former relationship, where they might be coming up short, what they're actually looking for in a partner, and in doing that realizing, like, you know what, maybe my boyfriend isn't who I want in a husband. Maybe that's why I don't want to marry him, kind of stuff. But it always cracks me up when the folks who are the ones issuing the ultimatum to their partners are the ones who are having the worst time of the entire experiment. Like, this one dude, his name's Nick. He issued the ultimatum. He's like 40 something. and his girlfriend is a good 10, 15, if not 20 years younger than him. And he's issuing her the ultimatum, like, let's get married. I'm ready to settle down. Well, yeah, nigga, because you're in your 40s. She's in her, like, mid to late 20s, and it's like, I'm still trying to be out here having fun. I don't want to necessarily settle down and be a wife and a mother yet. So he brings her to the show, and he's thinking, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be so charismatic like I was back in the day when I was dating. Ooh, I got my eye on this girl over here. The girl he had his eye on was like, I don't want nothing to do with him. I have no chemistry with him. Meanwhile, his girlfriend, what's her name? Sandy. Sandy gets paired with arguably the hottest black guy there. Hottest guy, period. Tall, abs, he's a personal trainer, charismatic. Little white girl gets with him instantly. Black guy himself is like, oh, I've never been with a white girl. His words. Never been with a white girl. Never dated a white girl. So he's excited. Nick is sick. He is sick. He didn't get the girl that he wanted to partner up with. The girl he did ended up partnering up with ends up leaving with her original partner in the middle of the night. So 2 couples in the middle of the experiment packed up and left, leaving 2 of the people there with no partner, because the other girl who was there and her partner left with his original partner. She decided, I'm gonna just go it alone. I don't want to be paired up with Nick for the sake of this experiment. I want to go through this as if I'm single and my partner has moved on, because she was originally the one that issued the ultimatum to her boyfriend. But Nick, being the one that issued the ultimatum, is having to sit here through the experience lonely. He ain't got no trial wife. He's watching his ex-girlfriend having a grand old time with this Adonis of a black man. They got him on camera in the fetal position, crying. It's
if she want to go back, how's she supposed to go back?
Sad.
After you did all of that to him.
Sad. It is sad. Like, most of these couples need to break up. Honestly, I think the couples who left early on in the experiment probably made the good choice. They probably made the best choice of, like, why are we even fucking with our relationship like this? Let's just go to therapy. Let's just go. Like, it's not even worth putting our business out there on TV, let alone just trying our emotions like this. Everybody else that's still in the experiment, they all have like insecurities about themselves that are just, they haven't been worked out yet, and it's just going to be detrimental to any relationship going further, let alone a marriage. And I hope that this experiment lets them realize that, and that they should just either go to therapy with their partner or just break up entirely. I think a lot of them need to just break up because they're just not as well of a match as they think they are with these partners. It is, whew, makes me glad I'm single. Like, wow, these folks.
Well, maybe that's what they're afraid of. They're just afraid of being single because it's
yeah.
Because how are you even supposed to meet somebody now? Like, the apps are for sex. And then how do you meet somebody in real life?
I mean, to be fair, there's been a few people who have gotten like long-term relationships out of the apps, even if it did start as sex. A lot of the breakdown just comes in people not being on the same page on what their relationship is and what it's going to be going forward. So, you know, find somebody who's on the same page with you. Like, don't force somebody to marry you if they're not ready to get married.
Well, you can't do that. You can't force somebody.
You can't. You can't bully them into it. You either need to be patient.
You're gonna catch hell if you do, because that will be the reason why you divorce. Yeah, they're gonna throw that up in your face. I didn't even want to get married. So mean.
You gotta be on the same page, or be willing to just close that book. Put that on a t-shirt. Oh gosh. Oh well, not my problem.
Mine neither.
You have plans to be married?
I don't think that's something I can plan.
Well, is it something that you would want in the future?
That's conditional.
Mm.
So, like, if I meet like the right person, but like only a third of marriages are happy. So, like, that's why I'm very selective. Also, like dating is time consuming.
Yes, it is. So
and so like it would have to be like the right set of circumstances, like the right person would have to come along, and everything else would have to be in alignment in terms of values and finances and so many other things that don't even have to do with like chemistry. But that also has to be there, because if it's not, then what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, exactly. That's like, it's literally like this, the initial spark to the relationship is that chemistry, is me wanting to know more about you further than just friendship. Otherwise that spark is gonna fizzle out. But the biggest hurdle,
and there was a point in time when I was dating a lot, but like I said, time consuming, decided to pursue other goals. And then like it's like I said, even finding somebody to date, so time consuming that I just said fuck it.
And I, like I said, it's the time consuming part for me, in that you need to show up for your partner. Like, you need to be emotionally available for your partner, and I don't have the bandwidth. I don't have it for myself. I don't have it to give to anyone else. Outside of like friends and family who just know how I am already. So what little I do show up is enough, unless they say otherwise.
And then also,
I can adjust.
Unfortunately, I'm a heterosexual woman. So like another thing, it is unfortunate.
Yeah, your pool is smaller than if you were bi, for sure.
Well, no. I would prefer to, like, if I had my choice of picking my sexuality, I would prefer to be a lesbian, only because I see those relationships as being more like equitable. With men, the minute like there's a romantic partner, like a man in my life, I just feel like they feel like they get to call the shots. Like, I remember I was in graduate school and I was dating somebody, and he was like, well, there's a job that I'm interested in Florida. Would you be willing to move to Florida? And I was like, what, in quit grad school? Like, it was not easy to get into a PhD program. No, I'm not gonna quit and move to Florida. Like, what
I mean, it's a fair question to ask, especially
it's
if
not.
Y'all are both.
That's an insane thing to ask.
No, I think it's a fair thing to ask. If, depending on what y'all's relationship is. I had a coworker who, they moved when their boyfriend finished grad school. I forget where they moved to. Well, they moved back to their home state. At the time, I want to say she moved with him to Chicago so he could finish whatever schooling he was doing, and she pursued her own career. But it just happened to work out for them, in that what they were both pursuing could be done in separate states, and then they could go home to their home
moving
state.
For, as I told him, I would consider moving for a husband and not a boyfriend. Full stop.
Yeah.
And if we aren't there yet, then let's just break up, because I'm finishing this fucking PhD. Like, that's,
like I said, it worked out for my coworker because they could both pursue what they were trying to do in the same state. And while she waited for him to finish school, she was already pursuing a career that could arguably be done anywhere. And honestly, she don't have to work, because this man has money. His family has money. Like, he's a scientist of some sort, and his family, I don't know what they do, but they got money where they be going to the Alps, skiing in the Alps. She said for Christmas, I believe they spent it in England. I think that's where his family is. And for Christmas Day, they're in like fucking ball gowns and shit on Christmas Day. That sounds like some old money shit. But either way, they were on the same page of like, we're gonna be in this city for such and such years. Is that cool with you? We not husband and wife yet, but are you cool with me moving there? Because then it would otherwise be like long distance. And it was like, no, I don't mind moving with you. Cool, whatever. But him asking you, would you be willing to move to Florida?
Not for a police officer's salary.
Oh no. Oh no.
See, do you see what I'm saying? It's just kind of like I'm just following you,
but at the same time,
and abandoning my own ambitions.
Oh yeah, no. It'd be different if you
because you cannot, when you're in the type of program that I'm in, you can't do it remotely. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No. That's fair. Like, and that's why it's good that he did ask, because he might not have known what you're doing entails.
I explained it, and he still asked, and that's why I thought the question was stupid.
Okay. Well, yeah. At that point, it's stupid. Like, it's one thing to not know, so you ask just to see like, how easy is it for you to pick up and continue in Florida, or drop it all together? And if you explain to him, I ain't dropping shit and it has to be done in this state, do not ask me to move again, then yeah, stupid question. But yeah, some men do feel like they have to be in charge. They have to have some kind of control in the relationship. I think that's for everybody. They got to have some kind of control in what is going on in their life before they can feel settled enough to combine their life with somebody.
Yeah.
Some folks are looking for a wife. Some folks are looking for a partner. And for some people, those are two different things. And if y'all don't have the same definition for what that looks like, y'all gotta break up. Right. Amicably. Like, everybody sees breaking up as like such a negative thing, but it's like, sometimes you quit a job. Sometimes you can quit a job that pays good money, but it's just not serving you anymore. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay to be single. The water is fine. Well, I'm not even in the water. I'm like on the beach with my legs up, not even touching the water. Don't even splash me.
Don't splash me.
Don't splash me. I have a picture of Bugs Bunny that's like at a pool table with a sun hat and his jacket on. That is me.
Oh boy. God. What are you looking forward to this week? Well, are you in the Christmas spirit yet?
Not really, but Tuesday my office is doing a gift exchange.
Ooh.
Which this year, instead of it just being buy an item that's up to $25 or something from home that you want to regift, we were, you know, white elephant. We were specifically told to purchase an item up to $25. That's one of our favorite things. Whether it's something that we can't live without, which wish we had bought sooner, would buy again type of situation. At first, I'm looking around my house like, ain't nothing in my house at least $25. Like, it's either less than or more than. And not always something I'm thinking I'm going to share with somebody or like would buy again. So at first I was going to do like, let me get them my favorite bottle of wine and like my favorite flavor of Mountain Dew. Two things I can't live without. And buy often. But then as I got in bed that night and was still thinking it over, I crawled under my weighted blanket and was like, that's it. My weighted blanket.
Your weighted blanket only cost $25?
No, my weighted blanket cost at least $40 on discount.
Right.
It's like a full size. But
they need to bump that up to $40 at least, because like I was thinking like those like Beats things, those Beats headphones, like you can find those on sale for around $40. Like that's one of my favorite things. However, that's not $25 even on sale.
Even I was thinking headphones too, because I just recently got some JBL earpods.
Yeah.
Bluetooth earpods, and they're $45 on sale. Like they used to be like 100, but recently they've been like 45, 50. Even with all the coupons I could find, it was still not going to get down to 25. But they do make weighted blankets in the $25 range. I have a throw blanket at my grandmom's house that was like $10 that I got from Five Below.
Is it weighted?
It's weighted. It's like it's 5 pounds. It's only 5 pounds. I'm so upset because they don't sell them anymore at Five Below. I should have bought more.
Sometimes they bring stuff back around. I'll look for it. I will look for that. Yeah.
Every time I'm in Five Below, I be looking for that. But yeah, that one was only like 5 pounds. And Target has a 12-pound weighted blanket for $25.
Oh, send me the link. I want one. I want one.
So I was like, this is perfect. This is perfect. Because the one I have is actually, the one on my bed is like maybe 15 pounds or something like that. And it has a fleece covering. This doesn't have a covering. You need to buy a separate one for it. But for $25, shit, you just throw that over your other blanket. Spot clean. So yeah, so that's what's happening Tuesday. And then I will be doing some traveling. Not giving y'all.
Where are you going? Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Not giving specific dates of when I'm going and when I'll be back.
Okay, tell us once you've gotten back where you went.
Yeah, but yeah, I will be using the last bit of my timeshare ahead of Christmas, and I'll be able to report on it hopefully by Sunday in time for Fatash and Blur.radio.
I bet that's gonna look so nice. They're gonna have all the Christmas decorations up.
Yeah, and
they're gonna be singing Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. Every time I hear that song now, I sing it like the emo reindeer. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, espero año. This is hilarious. But yeah, so there'll be a lot of Christmas themed things that I am actually doing this week. Keep an eye out for my Christmas themed outfits next weekend. Okay. And maybe some IG live stuff. Maybe. This is like one of the few times that I will be posting while I am away. But yeah, I'm willing to take that risk because I ain't got many followers anyway. It's just y'all.
Okay. That's
what about you? You getting your cookies baked, your stockings hung?
Yeah, I still have to figure out what everybody wants. Like my mom was like, I want cakes and cookies and pies and shit. And I was like, what do you?
I do that every day though. What?
Yeah, right. Well, she probably has some special requests, some stuff that I haven't made in a while. I have been.
And I mean, it is just you, your brother, and your mom and dad.
Yeah.
My family has to do Secret Santa. Just because, like, I'm not buying a gift for everybody. And I really only intended to buy something for my mom and my niece because she's still a child. So, you know, I'm going to buy her things that she's interested, like, arts-wise and all that. And then I found something else that was just on sale for my brothers. So I got them that. But generally, you either get a birthday or a Christmas gift.
Wow. Jeez.
I'm just saying.
Ouch.
One or the other. It's usually a nice gift, at least. You know, that's why you get one or the other, generally speaking. But yeah, like I would say in the course of a year, I might spend 100 or so on gifts for a person. Like between their birthday and Christmas, if I get you both. So if I got you a gift that was like $10 or so for your birthday, then I'll try to up it for Christmas. Especially if you're going to be in town. That's the other thing too. If you're generally not, if I'm not going to see you personally, I'm probably not going to give you a gift. Just because I like to give people their gifts in person.
Right.
But that's just me. But yeah, right. Let me give you this link for that weighted blanket. I might have, shit. Honestly, I'm tempted to buy another one for myself. They're so good. All right. Well, I've been Ash.
And I've been Fatima.
And this has been
Fatash.
Bye.
Goodbye.